I'm just like most of the guys I would say in Vietnam, I'm just going to do my time and get out of here if I can. I'm not here to win a war. I'm just here to do my time and rotate. How short am I? How much time do I have left? That's the biggest concern of everyone. And can I make it?
The war was not going to be won. It was just going to be exited in the best possible political manner. And it was about dog eat dog and surviving. Really a very brutal, prison-like existence of survival.
Inside, that really eats away at you. That has a tremendous negative effect on your spirit and your sense of worth and your sense of purpose. You know, I was tired of all of it, weary of it. And too many deaths and too much pain and too much suffering.
By 1970, American troops left in Vietnam felt the country was abandoning the war and them. The number of American ground forces had been cut in half as part of President Nixon's pledge to win peace with honor. As the pullout continued, new recruits, overwhelmingly draftees, felt they were being asked to fight a war already lost on the battlefield and despised at home. The enemy had no doubt about its purpose. Its only way out of the war was victory or death.
Unlike American soldiers who came to Vietnam and they came only for 1 year and then got out, in Vietnam there was no draft period like 1 or 2 years. So you would go on to the end of the day, to the end of the war.
You can do that. This one, I'll buy you a case of beer.
They were tough, and they proved it. When the trails were bombed, they would carry all of their gear on their back. They would hump it for days. They were fighting for home, which is something I wasn't doing. When you're fighting for home, you get down.
As American ground forces were being cut back, air attacks were being stepped up in an effort to pound concessions out of the enemy.
We had to rely on caves and tunnels and underground bunkers to defend us because the B-52 is a terrible high-tech. If you see half of the long bomb like this, then we know for sure that it would go to another place. But when you look up and you see a round bomb like this, it means that it's right on you.
But continuous rounds of bombing and hundreds of thousands of casualties did little to deter an adversary continuously resupplied by China and the Soviet Union, and able to recruit seemingly endless numbers of people.
That is truly a national mobilization in that all people, men and women, young children, took part in the national effort of war. We saw an escalation of the anti-war movement all over the world, and even in America. We heard about the killing of the student in Kent State and everything. The news from the anti-war movement all over the world gave us strength.
Walt Kurtz, Tennessee, 4 Bronze Stars.